Hey Sprinter, today we increase win rates by designing better sales meeting. We'll have a look at what are sales meetings that do not increase energy, start in the wrong way, are not led properly, not moderated properly. What are formats that are not conducive to sales because they actually decrease responsibility and accountability in the team, and so they decrease a culture of opportunity creation. And we will look at the opposite. What is a sales meeting that increases energy? What is a sales meeting that creates, fosters, nurture a culture of opportunity creation where everybody is interested in creating opportunities for the whole thing, not just for their numbers or their tasks or their department, but actually for the whole company, because that's the only resilient and healthy way of running a company, where everybody thinks for the whole company and opportunity generation and opportunity capturing. Because in the end, sales is two things, is opportunity generation and opportunity capturing. So it's filling the pipeline and closing the deals. Today, we'll have a look at both. What are the sales meetings that you need, and what's the cadence, and what's the format, the questions, and how to moderate them. So every week I sit in pipeline meetings. I see recordings of pipeline meetings. And there are so many things that can go wrong in those meetings. They become a marketplace, a piazza for all kinds of topics, but that's not the format of a pipeline review. And if you don't have a pipeline review, so let's start from the beginning. You need sales accountability, that's sales culture. And how you install that is by installing a weekly pipeline review. So once a week, everybody shares the opportunities that they have created. And you do that by looking at your pipeline. The pipeline is, the opportunities from interested people, engaged people, contact made, a discovery call, scheduled, proposal sent, closed deal. That can be a pipeline. And so this pipeline, we'll have a look at this pipeline once a week. And there is a very specific format that we recommend, that we install with our clients. If you don't do that, what will happen? Well, first, if you have that monthly, the sales culture will decline. And when the sales culture declines, over the long run, there will be few opportunity creation and few people who feel responsible for opportunity creation. Now, that's a sure way to demolish a system, because bit by bit, the oxygen in the system will get thinner, and the oxygen is cash flow. So the pipeline will be just filled by fewer and fewer people. In the end, it's just the owner or the founder or just one high-performing salesperson filling that. And if that person becomes a key risk, so they cannot even go on holidays or be sick or stop working or change company, you want always systems that have implicit and explicit quality controls and self-healing mechanisms. As soon as a system is dependent on one person, you don't have any self-healing mechanisms. That person gone, system doesn't work. So you have to always look at the system working, the processes working, so that people can come in and out of roles, fill them, energize them, leave them, but the system is still working. So let's look at the sales systems. We will have a look at the pipeline review, and in the next video, I'll show you the deal review. But you need once a week, most of our clients do this on a Monday, the pipeline review. Pipeline review is a very specific format. Let me share the exact format that we use. This comes from studying and being high-performance sales teams, and also from studying the annual HubSpot report, the annual Salesforce report, and our own strategy sprints report on what sales teams need right now, what they're doing, and where the pitfalls and the obstacles are. So quite important that you have a very specific weekly meeting that we call the pipeline review. And in the pipeline review, there are a few things that are actually allowed to happen. So you need an owner, and that person needs to moderate that. And the purpose is to increase the resilience of your whole company. So that's the purpose, because sales is opportunity creation and opportunity capturing. And if one part of those two parts is missing, then the whole resilience of your company is at risk. Simple as that. That's why it's relevant. So you have to nurture, curate, and sometimes create, nurture, and maintain a culture of opportunity creation. Everybody in the companies creates opportunities. Now, some people will go, but Simon, I'm in operations. I don't create sales opportunities. Okay, maybe it's not in your job description. By the way, it should. But if it's not, your purpose, the purpose of your role is always to have the team win, the whole team. That's the company. Whatever your role is, your job is to make the team win. So let's have an example from soccer. So I'm Italian, so I understand soccer. If you are in defense, what's your job? Defending? No. If you defend at the best of your abilities, the team will still lose. So what's your job when you're in defense? It's making the team win. Defending alone is not enough. You have to defend. We expect that you defend, but you have to also to think offense. You have also to pass to offense in a way that they will score a goal, because you need both to win. On the other side, if I am in offense, what's my job? Is it to score goals? No. The expectation is that I will score a goal, otherwise I'm not doing my job properly. But that's not enough to win. My job in offense is making the team win. My job in defense is making the team win. My job as a goalkeeper, making the team win. So whatever my role is in the company, my job, my purpose is always making the team win. So each position in the organization can create opportunities and will be invited to create opportunities via this format, the pipeline review. Very specific 5 questions that are allowed, or even 4 questions that are allowed. I'm trying to make this bigger, but I can't. So the pipeline review. First question, 1 round each. Which opportunities did I create this week? Okay, starts with me, then the next one, then the next one, then the next one. And which opportunities did I create this week? And then the next question is, what's the volume? What's the probability? And why do they want to change now? What's compelling them right now to take action? Why not later? Why changing versus not changing? Why our solution? And what they need exactly? What do they want to accomplish? What do they want to get rid of? And then what's the next agreed step with them? And it's not enough to say the next step is I will follow up. What's the next agreed step with them? And you will see in the discovery call and in the sales technique videos and templates that you always have to schedule a next step with them. As a sales leader, they will never accept something that is not scheduled, okay? No call ends without a scheduled next meeting. And these are the 4 things. What's the opportunity, volume, and probability? And probabilities, we prefer to say 20% or 85%, because basically it's either very probable or not very probable. So make it a polarized statement, because 62% doesn't tell me anything. So it's either likely that you're going to close in the next 3 weeks, or it's not likely. Try to find that out. And that's the pipeline review. Now, what will happen during this pipeline review? It can be half an hour, can be an hour, depending on the complexity of your team and the volume of your pipeline. Sometimes after 15 minutes, you are done. What will happen? And this is a challenge for the sales leader, for the moderator. Because what will happen is that they start talking about the first opportunity that they created, And then they tell you that the pitch is in 2 days and this is the sales material and they want feedback on the sales material. So at this point, you have to moderate well, because that's another format. It's not the format of the pipeline review. That's a deal review. And the deal review we show you in the next video is an extra format that we usually have it the next day. So on Monday, we have the pipeline review. On Tuesday, we have the deal review. That's fixed in every calendar or all the time, same time, to make it easy and repeatable. But if you don't have a fixed deal review, then you schedule a deal review for the next hour or the next day or the next 2 days. And in the deal review, you talk about that single opportunity. And it's really important to have a deal review either before you close the deal or after you lost the deal, to make an autopsy, a post-mortem. And in the next video, I'm going to show you how to do the deal review. But this is important that you install the pipeline review. If you want to have a professional sales workflow, the key pillar is the weekly pipeline review. Most teams want to have this at the beginning of the week, but it would work also at the end of the week, where you discuss one round each. Which opportunities did I create this week? What's the volume, the probability? Why do they feel compelled to change right now? What's the probability? And what's the agreed next step? One round of this each, after 3, 4, 5 weeks, you will strengthen a culture of opportunity creation. How do you change culture? Via structure. And this is one structural element that is the most impactful if you want to create a culture of opportunity creation throughout the organization. Now enjoy your pipeline review, and see you soon for the deal review.
What if your business would run well even when you are on vacation? Discover how 1,600 business owners have regained their freedom using the Strategy Sprints blueprints. How they enjoy living their dream and watching their business scale. Get the exact checklists they use to go from stressed to fulfilled using the Strategy Sprints method. Order your copy of Strategy Sprints 12 Ways to Accelerate Growth for an Agile Business on Amazon today. And if you love it, leave us a review. For more information, head over to strategysprints.com.